All right, so in this second video, we're going to reverse the process of what we did in the first video. We're going to take an equation or take a graph and write the equation. So the first thing that we're going to look for is our center, and then we're going to basically use the rectangle to count out our A and B values, which will kind of be nice. All right, so for problem number 5 here, we have a center at, let's see where our center is, 2, 2. This graph is opening up and down, so that means it's going to be y squared. Okay, so let's start with y minus 2 squared over something minus x minus 2 squared over something is equal to 1. Okay, for figuring out what's the denominator for your y, count from the center to your vertex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, square it. That'll give you your denominator. To figure out your horizontal here, count from the center to the edge of the rectangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, square that, and you have your equation. There was nothing to say what form it is. Standard form is absolutely okay, and standard form is what is written in. So problem number 5 is done. Let's go ahead and slide on over to number 6. All right, so number 6 opens left and right, which means that's going to be x squared. All right, so x squared over something minus y squared over something is equal to 1. So this one's actually pretty nice because the center is 0, 0. So let's go ahead and mark that as 0, 0. So minus 0, minus 0. We'll fix that up in a minute. All right, to find our x denominator here, count from the center to the vertex along this is the transverse axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Square it makes 25. Count from the center to the top of the rectangle on the conjugate axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Square that. And I'm going to do one quick cleanup here. So this is going to be x squared over 25 minus y squared over 16 is equal to 1. And there's your standard form equation. These are pretty straightforward. You don't have to worry really about where the foci are or what the asymptotes are. As long as that rectangle is there, you can just count it out. All right, problem number 7. Let's see, we've got a graph that opens up and down. So that's going to be y squared. All right, so let me give my center first here. All right, the center, what is that, negative 5, 5. All right, so we want y first. So y minus 5 squared over something minus x plus 5 squared over something is equal to 1. All right, so along my transverse axis, I'm going to count from the center to a vertex. That's a span of 2. So square it for your denominator. Along the conjugate axis, count from the center to an edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Square that. We get 16. All right, there's our equation. One more to go for problem number 8, and then this note sheet will be done. Let's see, this opens left and right, so this is going to be an x squared, is going to be the positive 1. All right, so here's my center. That's going to be negative 1, 5. So let's see, x plus 1 squared over minus y minus 5 squared is equal to 1. So let's see, the transverse axis here from the center to a vertex is a 2 unit. So that's going to be 4. Conjugate axis from the center to the edge of the rectangle. So 1, 2, 3 squared out, that makes 9. Okay. I'm not going to ask you to convert these equations to general form. So just be aware of how to make the standard form problems, and you should be okay. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know, either a message in Canvas